Welcome to What I Miss Sports Talk with your boy Lay Low and your man Trey Cool. What up, Cool?
What's the deal? You already know what's popping.
Already. You tuned into the Ultimate Showdown. Get ready for the latest in highlights, in-depth analysis, and all excitements from the NFL and more. This is What I Miss Sports Talk. Today, man, we're going to cover week 3 of the NFL. What's up?
That was a hell of an intro because I'm kind of confused as who the hell is delivering the in-depth and what did you say?
In-depth analysis.
Man, that's pretty big. I don't know if we're doing all that.
We are. This is our in-depth analysis. I mean, what you mean?
I mean, we're gonna give a little spill, but I don't know if it's gonna be
latest highlights. We said the latest highlights. Man, I mean, you know what it is, man.
Hey, that was a hell of an intro though.
That's a hell of an intro. Hey, you know, I came up with it, man. You know what we do. But let's keep it going right now. Week 3 right now, man. Scores and highlights. Let's start off with Thursday night's game. Bills versus the Dolphins. The Buffalo Bills crushes the Miami Dolphins on Thursday night. 31-21, extended a game-winning streak over the Dolphins to 5 games. Linebacker Terrell Bernard picked off Tua with just 3 minutes left to go in the to stop the Miami Dolphins comeback. This was the only turnover of the game, man. Did you get to see that game?
You asked me this last week. Did I watch the Dolphins game? The same answer.
You might still watch the Bills. The Bills. I wasn't too much thinking about the Dolphins, but we could have said the Bills.
I'm not looking. I mean, I don't believe the game would be a good game. It's just the point I'm after. Okay.
Well, you missed a good game because actually, for about 3.5 quarters, it was a hell of a struggle. They was going back and forth until Tua became Tua again, and threw the pick to Terrell Bernard. You know what I mean? And then after that, it was all downhill from there. Tyreek Hill, he showed glimpses of what they used to be. Jalen Waddle got him a touchdown too as well. But after that, man, it was like, hey, once he threw that interception, the Bills steamrolled them, you know what I mean, to the victory, 31-21. Also in news, man, the Panthers, 30, Falcons, 0. The Carolina Panthers shocked the world by not just defeating, but annihilating Atlanta Falcons and Michael Penix Jr., 30-0. Michael Penix Jr. finished with a dismal 18 for 36 for 172 yards and 2 interceptions. The Carolina Panthers was about to go 0-3 and happened to pull out that one win. It was a shocker, man. It kind of messed up my fantasy sports. I had no idea that Carolina would beat the Falcons due to all the draft picks that they got this year and the type of offense they had coming in. But hey, man, things happen. I don't see Bryce Young actually starting to show up this year. If you haven't noticed already.
Well, he did it. He was doing his thing at the end of last year as well. So I mean, I'm not surprised by him carrying on some success from last year, and with the new acquisition of the new rookie.
Was it Terry McMillan or something like that?
Thank you for messing up his name instead of me. Okay, so yeah, shout out to McMillan. Definitely a big time receiver, very huge target for Bryce. So, and you know,
but I'm just lightweight shocked because it's Atlanta. You know what I mean? They're not like saying they a Super Bowl team or anything like that, but the acquisitions, you know, with Pitts, London, Algier running in the back with Bijan Robinson, and that you say his name, Bijan Robinson, running in the back. Bijan Robinson, with him running in the background, you know what I mean? You'd think like, okay, this is Carolina. They haven't won a game since they was the Browns last year, and then this year they come out and just go 0-2. So you still looking at them like, what the hell? You know what I mean? But then they came and shocked the world against them boys. Go ahead.
Well, no, I was just going to, you know, give a salute to the Carolina defense because they've been playing well as of late as well. So yeah, it's just a total team effort that's going on down in Carolina right now. So shout out to the whole organization. They're looking towards the future in a bright way. So
Yeah. Also, a big shocker. It was the battle of the backups. Vikings versus the Bengals, man. Vikings annihilates the Bengals. Jake Browning looked terrible. Terrible. You know what I mean? And then Carson Wentz came in for the Vikings.
Don't say it like that.
What you mean don't say it like that? We know Carson Wentz to do something.
What? When you don't know about Carson Wentz, bro?
It's after Philly, let's do it like that. After Philly,
it don't matter. A man is a man. As reflexes are reflexes. Muscle memory is muscle memory, man. I picked him to win. I picked him Minnesota. Yeah, definitely picked Minnesota to win that game. I'm not familiar with Jake Browning, but I am familiar with Carson Wentz. Even from the Washington Redskins or the Commander days. So,
well, the reason why I thought Jake Browning, he actually fills in for Joe Burrow every year because Joe Burrow gets hurt. Jake Browning.
Who?
And his name Jake. Right. Either way, he fills in for Joe Burrow every year because Joe Burrow, he's prone to injury every year. And I thought the experience with the team and being the backup quarterback for years now that he would have pulled that out, especially with J.J. McCarthy being out the lineup and Carson Wentz starting, who hasn't started in probably about a year or two. You know what I mean? And Carson Wentz came in and just basically did what he had to do and annihilated them boys. But the top of the story was Isaiah Rodgers of the Minnesota Vikings defense. They beat the brakes off the Bengals, forcing 4 turnovers in a lopsided victory. With J.J. McCarthy out in the Vikings and Joe Burrow out, with Jake Browning and Carson Wentz, they came in and stole the show. But Carson Wentz made Jake Browning just look like an average quarterback.
Man, shout out to the OGs.
Yeah, man, worldwide. Big shots.
We're not about to do that. Because what you think? Because he's younger. My man been sitting on the man. Come on, we don't do that.
Riding that pine for about a year.
OGs out there, man, that come off the couch and do what they do. The Joe Flacco's of the world. Now the Carson Wentz's of the world. Shout out to all y'all. Hold it down.
In other news, man, we also had a disappointing team this year, man, the Houston Texans, man. I don't know what's going on, my guy, C.J. Stroud, in that offense and Texans overall, man, but they got beat by the Jaguars. Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars.
We're not going to keep doing this. We're not going to keep doing it. I don't like the tone of voice
that you're using.
I don't like the tone of voice that you're using with these, with the
Trevor Lawrence. Okay, let's go right there. What has Trevor Lawrence done?
Man,
you know what I mean? What has he proved?
I mean, a lot of people have not won the big. I mean, you got Patrick Mahomes out here, the world and stuff like that. So I mean, at the end of the day, Trevor can get the job done. Trevor wins now. But the thing about the Jacksonville Jaguars, if you haven't noticed this year, starting off the gate, it's a whole new energy. I don't know if it's because of the Travis Hunter situation and the number 1 pick and all that. I don't know. Or them trading up to get Travis Hunter because he wasn't the number 1 pick. It was actually Cam Ward. So, yeah, man, the defense this year is crazy. I seen it the first week, and then the second week last week, and then this, like the Jaguars defense is for real.
Yeah, and that happens to be very true. But Trevor Lawrence, I had him. No, hold on, no. He did not get the job done the first 2 weeks.
He can. I say he can. I ain't say he does it consistently.
My fantasy points looked crazy.
Get the
My
job
fantasy points looked crazy. I think he had like 11 fantasy points.
See, no, but he's not that type of quarterback. He's a game manager.
Oh, well, manage this. You was a first round pick. We didn't look for a game manager when we picked you up. But he was a first round pick.
Yeah, that's cool. But it don't. everything don't pan out like everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's definitely not panning out right now. But it was the relentless defense of the Jacksonville Jaguars that hunted C.J. Stroud and the Houston Texans on Sunday. The defense forced 2 turnovers in the final minutes, causing a strip fumble and a fatal interception to pull out the 17-10 victory. The Texans' offensive struggles continues to shine. C.J. Stroud is not looking good this year. I think it's because that O-line is looking like trash. You know what I mean? But there's not even many bright spots in the offense because their defense is showing up. Their defense is showing up, but the offense is continuing to have struggles right there. They got Nick Chubb in the backfield, but I'm waiting on my man Joe Mixon to show back up. My man Joe Mixon, man, he should be coming off his injury. They had put him on the IR, so he had to sit out at least 4 weeks, but I'm hoping that he comes back this week and gives a little spark to that Houston Texans offense. Next up, man, we had the Colts and the Titans, man. Danny Dimes, man, who thought was a wash. Everybody thought Danny Dimes was a wash. Is over there doing his thing. One of the undefeated teams in the league at this time. He continued to shine, but it was, again, the legs of Jonathan Taylor that kept the Indianapolis Colts rolling. And rookie quarterback Cam Ward started off shaky, throwing an interception on the first 3 plays of the game. You know what I mean? But also, although he showed flashes of greatness, he also showed rookie mistakes. A lot of rookie mistakes was there at the moment. And wide receiver Calvin Ridley continued to drop passes all day. You know what I mean? Which led to the Indianapolis Colts whooping on them boys 41-20. What you think about Cam Ward? Do you think he deserved to be the first round pick?
I'm going to get to that question. But first I need to address how you introduce Daniel Jones.
Danny Dimes?
Yeah.
What about him?
You were definitely one of the people. Now he's Danny Dimes. You were one of the people. You were one of the people who wanted him out of there.
No, let me explain this something to you. This is a classic Sam Darnold case. This is a classic Sam Darnold case when Sam Darnold was trash at the Jets and then went over to Minnesota and started shining. It's really about personnel, coaching, and a lot of things like that. Danny Dimes looked terrible on the New York Giants. He had his spark and his highlights. I didn't ever think he was a terrible quarterback, but with the offensive line, just like the Houston Texans, with the offensive line that we had last year and the years before, they couldn't stop a head coach. You know what I mean? So he goes over to the Indianapolis Colts, beats out Anthony Richardson for the starting QB job, and has the team at 3-0 and hasn't missed a beat. He's actually in the top 10 quarterbacks this year. So I never said that Danny Dimes was garbage. I say he was garbage on our team because our team is still garbage. And that goes to the Giants right there. You know what I mean? For real, for real. So, that's how I look at it right there. But, hey, what can you say? Next up, we had the Commanders and the Raiders. Ashton Genty, man. I think he's going to be a superstar. I think he's going to get his due time. But right now, once again, we have a bad team over here in the Los Angeles Raiders. And I'm surprised because Pete Carroll's the coach now. And it's like, they can't do anything. They can't run the ball. They can't really score too much. You know what I mean? But who said they missed Jaden Daniels when you got Marcus Mariota coming in and destroying these boys? And Marcus Mariota, he managed the game. He did what he had to do. He did what they asked him to do within the game and managed the game and did his part. But the running game completely destroyed the Vegas Raiders. It was running back by committee, and everybody was getting off. You know what I mean? Let me say, I don't know, McNichols. McNichols was one of the running backs. And then what's the rookie, Britt? I think his name is Britt or something like that.
I believe so.
Yeah, but Las Vegas offense has been struggling for a while. Genty has been trying to get up, but right now he's trying to run people over, you know what I mean, and only getting a few yards. He's not hitting like he should on all cylinders. And like I said, I'm surprised that coming from a Pete Carroll offense, especially coming from Seattle. And he had Kenny Walker, he had Marshawn Lynch, he had backs like that usually get off. And then they got Brock Bowers, they got Jacoby Myers, Trey Tucker. You know what I mean? Trey Tucker did his thing. Shout out to Akron, you know what I mean? But Trey did his thing. But in the end, it was a 41-24 defeat with the backup quarterback in Washington. I guess Washington was like, hey, they did it in all. This segment is going to be dedicated to all three phases of the game this year. You know what I mean? Because the special teams is really showing up this week. We had the Eagles, speaking of that, versus the Rams. Did you see that game? Or do you only watch Baltimore?
You know, honestly, I'm a red zone guy.
Oh, so you don't see nothing but your team and then all red zone.
I don't even watch unless it's the only game on is the only time I watch that game. If it's multiple games on, I'm watching red zone. I'm just getting to the nitty-gritty. I want to see who's in the red zone and who's about to score and who scored. And I'm not really a play-by-play, watch a 2-yard game.
So you just go for the quick highlights and get the analysis from that. And then so you all day you're just watching games switch back and forth? You're not watching one particular team?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, let me tell you.
And I think that goes to again, I support the Browns, but I don't have again, Baltimore is my favorite team, just because of their culture and how they've done things over the years. And I'm a defensive guy, and they pride themselves on defense, and that's just one of the things that I love about Baltimore. And they so happen to have a guy named Lamar Jackson, and they added a guy named Derrick Henry, we're going to get to that, I'm sure.
Oh, okay.
Oh, bitch.
Fuck them Ravens, man. I don't like the Ravens since they left Cleveland and then won a championship as soon as they leave Cleveland.
How you gonna blame the team? It was the man, Art Modell, man. It was the man, not the team. Okay, y'all got to be able to separate.
Hold on. The team that actually won the championship was the original Browns.
Exactly. I know this. Again, yeah. I went with them. They were the Browns. We didn't have a team. What y'all just because it went to the we ain't going for them. They're in Baltimore. They're the Browns.
They're not in Cleveland anymore.
Those players were the Browns players. Anymore. So now you're not.
You said the key word. Were the Browns players.
So you're not going to support them players?
No. If I'm a Cleveland Browns fan, no.
So who you supporting?
Cleveland Browns.
So what team?
Huh? They didn't have a team when they left, so I went to my Giants.
Well, I went to Baltimore. What do you want me to do?
Fuck Baltimore. Next up, man. While we were speaking on it, though, we were talking about those Eagles and those Rams, man. The Philadelphia Eagles came up big late in the game with the blocked field goal and a touchdown ran back by Jalen Carter, the rookie, to stun the Los Angeles Rams 33-26. Jalen Hurts and the offense looked mediocre for the first half, but then they woke up in the second half and inched their way to a comeback victory. It was very mediocre, man. It was very mediocre. They weren't really doing a lot of passes. They was doing a lot of runs. They was actually getting shut down. Los Angeles Rams went up I think 27-7 in the third quarter and let them boys come back and beat them 33-27. Or excuse me, 26-7. And then they came back and beat them 33-26. Jalen Carter burst through the line, blocks the field goal, picks the ball up and runs at least 90 yards for a touchdown. Big guy. Probably the biggest man to ever return a touchdown that long. Shouts out to him, man. Shouts out to the Eagles. They keep pulling it out. I don't know. They had Drew Brees on First Take today, man. He was just like, man, they offense is boring as shit. You know what I mean? Offense is just like watching just the fundamentals play out. But then they woke up and they released him. And that's the kind of thing what A.J. Brown was talking about in his interview after the game. He was like, release the dogs, man. Telling Nick Sirianni to release the dogs, man. Stop giving us this basic playing offense and release the dogs. A.J. Brown had a big game, did his thing, man. Also, Devontae Smith scored as well. But, man, Puka Nacua, he did his thing on the other side along with Kyron Williams, and they was doing it for a minute, but then the game is 48 minutes, and they probably played like 24, you know what I mean, and lost the game. Ain't got too much really to say about them, man. Another team, let's go down to the Steelers and the Patriots. The Steelers, man. Aaron Rodgers, man. Do you think he can withstand the whole season as the Pittsburgh quarterback?
Yeah.
You do? Being the age that he is, taking the hits that he's taking, and then that cold weather is about to kick in. Once that cold weather kick in, them hits feel a lot different, believe me.
Hey, man. Aaron Rodgers, I'm sure he has his people online. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. Well, the Pittsburgh Steelers erased a 14-point deficit to defeat the the New England Patriots 21-14 Sunday. Ramondre Stevenson had a strip fumble late in the game that turned the momentum and gave the Steelers the opportunity to never look back and defeat them. One thing I can say about that is the Steelers defense don't look like the Steelers defense anymore. They're giving up a lot of plays. They're giving up a lot of things you don't see Mike Tomlin defense do. And it's been 3 weeks now, and they're still I think they did a little bit better in this game against the Patriots, but it wasn't too much. There was still a lot of miscues and a lot of misfirings for the defense. But Aaron Rodgers, he managed the game as well. He actually came in and threw pretty well in the game. Let me see what his stats was. His stats were, excuse me, real quick. Let me tell you real quick. My thing won't go to it right now. My thing ain't gonna go to it right at the moment, but I don't know why. But okay, either way, he looked pretty decent, man. But I'm not sure if he's going to withstand the pressure and the pounding all 16 out of 18 games. Things looked kind of crazy for him, but he did it this week. He had that one fumble one incident last week after annihilating the Jets in a good showing going back to New York and beating them in the first week. But the second week, they just looked dismal. Game of the week for me. One of the games of the week for me, too, as well. And shouts out to my Browns, man. Shouts out to all my Browns out there, man. Yeah, baby. The Browns beat the Packers 13-10. The Cleveland Browns overcame a 10-point deficit with 4 minutes remaining in the third quarter to shock the Green Bay Packers with a last-minute 58-yard kick by Andre Smith. And Andre Smith in week 1, man, he was going through some things. I heard he was definitely going through some things. He missed the game-winning field goal along with the tying extra point in the game, and they so much had written him off. You know what I mean? But he came back and redeemed himself this game. So I'm happy for Andre Smith, man. I'm happy for the Browns pulling that out. But in the keynote, often looked like trash. And when I say trash, that's exactly what they looked like, trash, man. They couldn't get I don't know, man. My thing is Joe Flacco, when he gets pressure and he has to roll out, it's a done deal. Anybody can catch him. And then he throws passes to like across his body, like here, hopefully somebody get it. You know what I mean? If it was up to me, man, I would have one of those young boys in to run with this newly established offense with Quinshawn Judkins, Isaiah Bond, Cedric Tillman, Jerry Jeudy. I would have that young presence in to buy time. Because they're going to roll out. They're going to do what they got to do in the pocket. And if it gets tight, they're going to try to roll out or something. But I need to see what they look like. I can't wait till my man Shador get in the game, man. I can't wait to see that as well. What did what is your take on the Packers? Because even though we won the game, a game that we wasn't even expected to win, what does that say about the Packers?
You know, I'm still stuck on the pressure and the pounding that you said Aaron Rodgers was taking. I meant to slide a pause in there for you, but you were just kept going.
Well, I'm glad you missed that.
But yeah, anyway, yeah, all right, I can move on now because I was like way stuck there. The Packers, all right, it was just the Browns do that. The Browns, they're gonna get them games. They're gonna get a game or two versus a team that they ain't supposed to beat, because the defense is so great. The defense is so excellent, and it's been that way for a multitude of years. So they're always going to give the offense a chance. And all you gotta do is do something. You know what I'm saying? So
and they absolutely nothing.
And and even though they didn't do nothing, shout out to the special teams. Shout out to Newsom for getting that block. I believe it was a Newsom.
No, actually, Shelby Harris got the block. It was Newsom who died for it, but he missed it, and Shelby's hand came up and blocked it. Yeah.
Oh, it looked like he got it. Yo,
Man,
he trying to say
so
he shine like on a low. Okay, my bad.
Man, he switched out so crazy. But I was gonna say the same thing. Behind the stout defense, man, and the hard running by our new rookie running back, man. Oh, I love him, Quinshawn Judkins, man. He did his thing, man. Second game of the year.
You need you need somebody. You need a receiver, don't you, on your fantasy?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I could use another one.
Yeah, that's what I thought, man. I'm looking at Judkins, man. I meant to say something last week before he got in the game, but
well, he the running back. You mean a running back?
Yeah, I could use one, man. You want Pacheco for somebody?
No, that's hell no. And we play each other this week in fantasy. No. Yeah, I got you this week. It's crazy. But Quinshawn Judkins went for 94 yards off 18 carries and a TD. While in the meanwhile, Jordan Love, he went for 25 for 125 passes for 183 yards and one touchdown, but was also sacked 5 times by that defense, man. It's kind of sad, man, that we have a defense that's number one, probably like you said, previous years before this. They play so hard, and then we come with this mediocre ass offense. You know what I mean? Without the defense of the Browns, man, we would not be in a game at all. Not one game at all, man. And it's sad because that's what we're saying. You got the new blood, you got the Isaiah Bonds, you got the Quinshawn Judkins, you got the Dylan Sampsons, you got the Harold Fannins of the world, and they balling. But we got this old quarterback in. We're 0-3. I think we should have made a switch this week. If you're going to make a switch, go ahead and put Dylan in. Go ahead and put Dylan in, see what he can do. If you don't do, put Shador in. We're really waiting on Shador because I don't even think we're going to be happy with Dylan coming because everybody wants Shador.
But, everybody wants Shador, and I'm one of those people. But in saying that, I did like the way
Sparkle come in. Yeah, go ahead.
I seen that at the corner store. I was gonna get that motherfucker.
You gonna get it too?
Yeah, I was gonna get that motherfucker. Gabriel looked good when he came in the other day, man. And I'm kind of like, I don't want to be that guy. I'm in favor of Shador for sure, but I do want to give the man a chance. Maybe the Browns organization seeing something that I didn't see, and I definitely want to look at everything.
But let's be honest, man. He came in on garbage time, man. He came in garbage time.
Yeah, but he ended up scoring a touchdown that the starting quarterback couldn't get.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's like hey. So
yeah, and that's what I'm saying.
I do want to see the man get a chance, and then if he fails, I wanted to play out the right way. If he fails, he fails, and then if he does his thing, then hey, Shador's trade bait, get him to somewhere where somebody can use it.
Hell no. We ain't trading no damn Shador.
I mean, I'm not in favor.
I say let the both young boys get in this year, and who don't produce, trade them. Because with the 2 picks, listen. But this is my thing though. I don't see us trading Shador. Shador, if they would have started Shador from the start, you know what I mean, even without winning, it would have been a spark in Cleveland. You know what I mean? It would have been a spark. People would be coming, ticket sales would have rose, everything would have came. People would have still been going to see Shador. They're not coming to see Joe Flacco. Billy Gabriel. Not to that start. But I don't want to do it too much on this conversation. But I'm waiting to see my man's, man. I'm waiting to see my man's. I'll put that young blood in with the young bloods and just see what they can do. For real. Next up, man, we had the Jets versus the Bucks, man. Baker Mayfield did it again, man. He did his thing. For 3 weeks straight, Baker has led the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to a last-minute drive to win the game. After the New York Jets blocked the field goal, and you seen their coach celebrate, he stumped down the sidelines like, hey. Baker came back through a dart to Emeka Ibuka, and we caught that pass to end the game out and set them up for that field goal. And they went kick that field goal to win the game 29-27, man. What can you say about Baker? I feel like Baker is a top 15 quarterback. I wouldn't put him in the top 10 yet because he's very, how you say it? He's very rugged. He'll throw the ball. He'll get his interceptions. He won't have a lot of yards for passing in some games. He'll take off and run. He still got those little hands where he let that ball go. But he's a warrior. He's a warrior when he's on that field, and he doesn't stop playing for 48 minutes, man.
That would put him at fifth. In that fifth, he's a top 10 quarterback, no doubt. Period.
Okay, who would you put there? Huh? I mean, who would you take out? I ain't gonna ask you to name 10 quarterbacks, you know what I mean? But where would you put him?
Man, what do you mean? I mean, I seen a stat the other day, man, that shows that he is a top 10 quarterback in this league. Definitely a top 5 in a couple stats that they showed. With touchdown passes, the boy is getting the ball down the field. He is a threat. You know.
Oh no, I don't take nothing away from him, but
he's better than Cam Ward. He's better than a lot of better than a lot of quarterbacks.
No, because you got to think. You got Jalen.
He's better than Sam Darnold. He's better than I
give him a little bit, but I don't put Sam Darnold in my top 10 either.
No, for sure. No. What I'm saying,
is better than that guy.
Man, hell no. Okay, I'm looking at the teams right now. He's better than the Broncos quarterback.
Bo Nix?
Yes.
I give him that because Bo Nix haven't won. He's
better than the Saints quarterback. He's better than the Seahawks.
Ain't got no quarterback.
Huh?
Saints ain't got no quarterback.
He's better than the Seahawks quarterback. He's better than the Bears quarterback. He's better than Caleb Williams right now. He is.
Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, Patrick Mahomes,
Jared Goff, Lamar Jackson.
That's 5.
Dak Prescott, Herbert
is probably the best quarterback right now to me.
Jalen Hurts, you already put him there?
Yeah, put Jalen in there.
Jaden Daniels.
That's 8.
I don't know about Stroud right now. It's tweaky, right?
Yeah, I admit that it's tweaky. What about Jordan Love?
You said Josh Allen?
Yep.
Okay, then. Well, he's in the top 10.
Well, hold on.
I said like he's in the top 10.
Huh? Jordan Love.
Hold
on. You forgot Burrow.
8 or 9.
Hold on. You forgot Burrow. That Burrow will make 9.
9, right.
Burrow will make 9. Then you got, let me go down the list.
I'll put Baker over Jared Love right now. Who else is left? There's nobody left. My man's a top 10 quarterback, man.
Okay, put him at 10. We'll put him at 10.
Right here.
We'll put him at 10. Well, let's keep moving on.
No, I just say we ain't gonna do Baker, man. I just have to stop you every now and then, man.
I said top 15, but you might be right. I'll put him down there at the 10 spot. I said top 15. You know what I mean? Excuse me.
That's what I'm here for, man. I just gotta stop you every now and then, man.
Yeah, I that's because I know it's another quarterback that's better than him, but I can't think of him right at the off rip. Let's keep it moving, man. Chargers. They played the Broncos, Bo Nix and them, and Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert puts on his Superman cake, man, and powers the Chargers past the Broncos in a close game. Quarterback Bo Nix and the offense started off slow and picked up a tempo to get it up to 17-10 in the second quarter, but the Broncos lost the steam in the end and giving the Chargers the game-winning field goal of 20 to win 23-20. Like I said, my top quarterback at this moment would be he's up there in the top 5 with me right now, Justin Herbert, man. He's just playing outstanding football. And he's on my fantasy team. So I definitely had to have him, with Quinshon Judkins, and that boy, that running back, Omari Hampton, boy, he showed up and showed out this week. Denver has a stout defense, a pretty good defense too as well. But that boy, oh man, I don't know what even to say about them, man. They put up them numbers crazy on them boys. And if you ain't see that game, that was a good game. There's a lot of good games this week, but that was a great game. And a lot of games came down to the last moment, last second of regulation, and it was definitely some great games. But next up, but it was also some blowouts. I gotta excuse me, my nose is itching. But there was also some blowouts. Let's start with we did the Carolina and Falcons blowout, but Saints. My goodness, man. I don't know what to say about this.
Oh, bitch. Oh, bitch.
It wasn't even a close contest, man. It wasn't even close at all. Seahawks pulled it out 44-13. They pretty much just beat them down, man. Special teams dominated from beginning, forcing 2 3-and-outs and drives and blocked the punt for the score and a 95-yard kickoff return TD by Tony Horton in that game. But from start to finish, Seahawks just put it on. My man Sam Darnold, that you claim that's not a top 10 quarterback, you know what I mean? He's up there. You know what I mean? I'll put him
11. I'll give him 11.
I'll put him up there in the top 15. I'll give you that. But he just basically annihilated them, man. It was crazy, man. It wasn't even a game to watch. They just they from start to finish never picked up and fell off. And another game, man. Oh, excuse me. I don't know why my nose is itching like this, but in another
all that lying you doing.
No, I ain't. What line? Boy, I don't lie and no lines.
All them Detroit Lions you telling them. Go ahead.
But Bears versus Cowboys. Do we really even got to do this to them, man? Bears versus Cowboys, man. What can you say, man? Do you roll the clip? You want me to roll the clip? Okay, I'll roll the clip, man. Excuse me, y'all. I gotta roll this clip right quick. Oh man, this was terrible. This was terrible, man. On the rehab, but let me get it. Let me pull it up real quick. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Let me see. This thing. This is.
You done cut my middle screen out. I'm glad I didn't expose too much of my background.
You said 2 minutes. Your background. But man, let me pull this screen up real quick, man.
Oh, you couldn't put it in the middle.
Them Cowboys song, the Cowboys song, sorry, yes I
I'm a Dallas Cowboys fans.
Yes they got
I had to do that to him, man. But man, them Cowboys, man. Excuse me, man. We call them cowgirls around here, man. They just. I don't even know. They so dismal, man. It's like, oh my goodness, man. I don't even know what to say about them. But Cowboys, man. Let's talk about it. Man. Offensive coordinator Ben Johnson finally unlocks Caleb Williams. That should be the storyline. Like you never seen it before on Sunday. The Chicago Bears beat up, and then when I say beat up, I literally mean beat up on the Cowboys from start to finish. Williams threw for 298 yards and 4 touchdowns and was not sacked for the first time in this game in his career. He usually got at least 1 sack per game. This is the first time he's never been sacked and threw for 4 touchdowns. And they beat the Cowboys, and they beat the Cowboys defense, couldn't stop a head coach as well, missing several tackles in five plays of 29 yards or more.
Everybody trying to get fired. Tell them, Jerry.
What do you think
No more new contracts for nobody.
The Michael Parsons departure? I don't even think Michael Parsons could have fixed this defense. Trayvon Diggs is not looking like himself. You know what I mean? It's a lot of people nursing injuries and stuff like that, but Michael Parsons couldn't even fix this.
Yes, he would have made a difference.
He would have made a difference, but he couldn't have fixed it. Because they get.
I mean, he's the Band-Aid because he's the guy that's going to get to the quarterback, get the quarterback flustered, and get the ball out sooner than expected, which made the DBs look even better than they are. You know, and no disrespect to them because they're better than me. But you know, when you have a pass rush like that, and you can anticipate the ball coming out sooner than expected, you know, you're going to make a couple more plays than you usually would if the quarterback has more time to let the receivers.
Yeah, and I understand that, but I think he had so much time back there. He got comfortable, man. He done sound the couch, made some popcorn, watched the halftime show, threw a couple passes, man. Big note, what's his name? Romeo Duze? How you say it?
Yeah.
He had a big game out there, man. Yeah, Roma Duze, whatever. You know what I mean? He had a big game out there as well, man. So shouts out to the Chicago Bears finally getting off the couch and putting up some numbers. And hey, Caleb looked good this week. I don't know what he's gonna look like next week, but that Dallas defense, boo. Let's keep it rolling, man. Next up, we had the 49ers versus the Cardinals. Undefeated teams at this was at that moment. Mac Jones and the 49ers came through in the clutch to beat the Arizona Cardinals 16-15. It was a mediocre game. It was a dogfight. Defense was smacking each way, but in the end, Mac Jones, the backup quarterback to what's his name, Purdy, backup quarterback to Purdy. He's done it 2 weeks in a row. He's led his team to victories 2 weeks in a row. He stood stout, you know what I mean? Ricky Pearsall turned in his second 100-yard game in 3 weeks, finishing with a career catch number of 117 yards, as well as Christian McCaffrey had 12 career games with 10-plus receptions, extending his NFL record. He's the leader and extended his own record. You know what I mean? But the game was tight. They ended up kicking the field goal in the end to beat them 16-15. It wasn't no real big highlights in the game, but in the end, 49ers pulled it off. Do you think the 49ers are a playoff team? Think they're going to be a playoff team this year?
Your questions bore me. No, I'm talking shit. Of course. I mean, come on, man. It's the San Francisco 49ers. Once again, another team that my original team as a kid. Defense, man. Defense wins championships. Defense gets you into the playoffs. Man, 49ers defense is one of those defenses that you can look forward to each and every week putting on the show.
Yeah, I guess, man. I don't really watch the 49ers, man.
I don't like. He's one of those people I don't like, and it's not because of who he is as a person. It's because he's so great, and he's on the other team that I be going for. You know what I mean? Again, the San Francisco is one of my favorite teams, but you know, I'm a gambling man these days, so you know sometimes opposite sideline, okay, and he kills me every time. So shout out to
Where
Chris.
your fantasy?
Yeah, fantasy or whatever it may be. I don't pick him up. I don't, you know what I mean? Because I always steer away from him because of the injury situation. That he's an injury played. It just is what it is.
And that's what shocks me. But he always comes back and do
But
something
he
amazing.
comes back stronger each and every time, still running like water, man, and it pisses me off.
Yeah. Let's keep it moving, man. Sunday night NFL game hosted the Chiefs and the Giants. Oh my God. Russ. Neither team actually looked great at the time, man. A lot of miscues and turnovers, but Patrick Mahomes found a way to pull it out over the Giants 22-9 in their first win of the season. Russell Wilson, despite looking good in week 2, going against the Dallas Cowboys trash defense, he looked so dismal, so trashy. I mean, nothing, no type of spark, nothing. Malik Neighbors, he made Malik Neighbors look like. I was happy though because the person that was playing me in fantasy had Malik Neighbors. He was his last option to try to win the game. And oh my God, I'm a Giants fan. That's why I'm so upset. I am a Giants fan and a Browns fan, but my Giants have snuck it up so bad, just like the Browns for the last couple of years. And Russell Wilson was not the answer this day. He New York had
Hey,
ample
Siri, when did Eli Manning retire? 2020. It's been about 8 years since y'all been anything over there in New York. Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
I want to let you know it's been longer than what you thought. I just want to let you know. Okay.
I said as long as the Browns. So no,
that's longer.
No, hell no. Ain't nobody been longer than the Browns.
Ain't nobody. No, that's what I'm saying. The Browns has been longer than New York.
Yeah, definitely. But despite multiple red zone opportunities, he couldn't get the job done. He was throwing the ball everywhere. Threw it through the goal post. He threw it down the tunnel, and the person in the tunnel caught it with the Giants jersey on. That's how bad it was. You know what I mean? It was crazy, man. The good news is, and this is, breaking news. This is breaking news. Jackson Dart will be starting next week. They said Russell Wilson will be back up. You know what I mean? One bright spot I could say for the Giants at the time was the running back Cam Scatteraboo. Excuse me, Ken Scatteraboo. Man, he led the Giants in rushing and receiving in this game. The likes of that, you know what I mean? I don't know what to say, man. I just hope my Giants get together like my Browns, man. So y'all can pretty much imagine how my football seasons go with these two teams right here. But we're going to keep it moving, man.
Like
Monday night. What? Monday night game of the week, though, man. Monday night, man. Now, this was a thriller. This is the thriller in Manila right here. The Ravens versus the Lions. The Lions happened to pull it out 38-30 over the Ravens. But in the Monday Night Theater, the Detroit Lions took the Baltimore Ravens, and everything live was hype. You know what I mean? Let's start off with let's say Jared Goff went for 20 of 28 for 202 yards in a TD, while Lamar Jackson went for 21-27 for 288 yards and 3 TDs. Brown caught 7 receptions for 77 yards in the TD. That's Amara St. Brown. He caught 70 yards in the TD, including the game pinnacle catch over what's his name? Huntley? Is it Humphrey? He caught a pass over Humphrey to solidify the game right there. But this game right here came down to the running backs, Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery. David Montgomery, man, he did this thing, 12 carries for 151 yards and 2 TDs. Jahmyr Gibbs was doing this thing, man. The Lions just kept running at him. And then on the other side, Derrick Henry, 3 weeks in a row, fumble, and fumble. You know what I mean? So, and that last fumble that he did swung the momentum in the Lions' favor, and they ended up pulling the victory out 38-30. for the games of the week. Right now, man, ranking the top teams in week 4. Who do you think the top power teams are in week 4, 1 through 5? Who are your top 5 power teams?
For me, just from what I'm seeing, me personally, from what I'm seeing, not the stats, not the standings, but from what
1
I'm
through
seeing.
5.
And again, earlier I stated that I don't watch the games. Okay,
Mm-hmm. But you got a pretty much good idea who you
yeah,
think.
but I just want to let people, because my list will be unorthodox. I'm sure. Okay, because of course I'm looking at the Eagles. Even though they didn't do what they're still the Eagles. They're still uh, to push Tush away from winning the game.
Cheaters.
Um, I like the Jaguars, man. I do. I like that defense, man.
But you like that offense too?
The offense is picking up, man. Brian Thomas is an athlete. Travis Hunter out there finally he made a nice play last week. I'm throwing the Jaguars in there. The Indianapolis Colts. I'm loving them. What they're doing right now. Jonathan Taylor's running crazy, looking in rare form, and Danny Dimes is doing his thing. I'm also looking at. I mean, was that 3?
Great.
I like the Chargers, man. I like the Chargers, what they're doing. Justin Herbert, even with the reacquisition of my guy, the receiver Allen, Keenan Allen, man.
He back.
I knew that was going to be a big acquisition for them, because they already had history, and I it's like muscle memory. And I got one more team, man. Who really jumps out at me right now? I don't know. I'm gonna throw the Bucks in there, man. And this is again, I'm probably missing something, but these are the teams that's jumping out at me right now. So, yeah.
Okay. Well, according to who was it?
I forgot about Buffalo out there and stuff like
Yeah,
that. So I'll take the Jags out and put Buffalo in.
Okay. So according to NFL.com, man, the power rankings for week 4 goes as follows: Buffalo, Eagles, Chargers,
Okay.
Packers,
I don't like it.
and the Lions.
Oh, I forgot about the Lions. I'm gonna take. I'll have to take Indianapolis out, but they right there though. Shout out, that very honorable mention, man. Shout out to Indy.
Definitely. So we got 7 minutes left, man. Our first episode of What I Miss Sports is going down right now. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel, What I Miss Sports or Speaker Liquors Worldwide on YouTube, to get all the in-depth analysis that we put out here. But also, man, we're just going to run it down real quick, man. Who had the best performance of the week between... I need a drum roll. I got to make sure I add a drum roll. Caleb Williams against the Dallas Cowboys. He stood out. A.J. Brown stood out as a receiver with the Philadelphia Eagles, or Isaiah Rodgers, the Minnesota cornerback, Minnesota Vikings cornerback, 2 interceptions. He took one to the house too.
I think it was an interception and a fumble return.
Yeah, he took one to the house.
He took both to the house.
He took both of them to the house. So who stood out more to you?
No disrespect to the defensive guy. That only happens once in a lifetime.
Hold on. I got a prediction because I know you. I forgot what name was on this list. Who was you about to say?
Of course, it's going to Caleb Williams.
Oh, man.
I mean, come on now. For a breakout game, 4 touchdowns, not being sacked, making decisive passes, throwing over the second line of the defense, man. It was a wonderful performance, especially versus Dallas Cowboys.
Cowgirls. But definitely was a great performance by Caleb Williams, man. But I'm gonna go with Isaiah Rodgers, man, because what he did, you know what I mean, on the defensive side, oh man, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. The fumble and the interception and the takebacks for 2 touchdowns, man. That's rare. That's rare. You don't really
it's rare, but as far as a performance is concerned, again, you know, I acknowledge the rareness and all that, but when we talk about a performance, you know what I'm saying, Caleb, we got to get that.
Who had the worst performance, you think? Let's say between the defenses, Falcons, Saints, Packers, or Dallas?
You talking about the defenses?
Yeah.
I mean, it had to be Dallas, right?
No. It doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
No. They lost what? I think they won. It was 31.
No, we're talking about expectations here. I mean, I'm not expecting the Saints defense to do too much of anything. I'm not the Packers defense, they didn't mess up too much of nothing. I mean, what did the Browns offense do? Falcons defense. Okay, now that was just that's disappointing for sure because they're supposed to have a good defense.
0 points.
They got that, but that had nothing to do with the defense.
Yeah, but they still got blew out 31-0.
It was 31-0?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I mean, that was disappointing. But I would just definitely I would still put it on Dallas because of the consistency as
I feel it. I'm gonna say Dallas was terrible, but I'm gonna give it to the Saints. We got about 4 minutes left, so we're gonna keep it moving, man. This section right here is called.
Oh my God, bro! Oh hell no, man! What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, boy!
Michael Penix Jr. this week or Russell Wilson? Who had the worst performance?
I mean, you know. I'll go with Michael Penix because again expectations. I didn't expect Russell to do anything spectacular this week. Michael Penix, I did expect him to progress forward in his career, but this is definitely a step back in his progression. So I'm gonna definitely say Michael Penix is my choice for the week.
I'm gonna go opposite of you, Russell Wilson, man. Oh my God!
But what the hell, boy?
What the fuck? You know what I mean? I don't know exactly.
No choice.
Yeah, no, it's not because I think he had the lowest QB rating of this week.
I'm saying, I mean, like that's like, what did you expect?
What do you expect after a 41-point week before? What you mean? What did we expect?
Oh,
what did you mean? 41 points the week before
versus the Dallas depleted defense.
41. This is the Giants.
I mean, versus the Dallas depleted defense.
I expect,
and you seen what Russell was doing last versus he was just throwing it up. You know the man's a praying man. Okay, so now,
it's gonna be all right.
Every now and then, it's gonna get answered. Other than that, man,
Russell Wilson, man,
trash.
I ain't gonna lie to you. That's why Justin started coming in.
Great career
this week.
Trash.
You know what I mean? All of them, man. All of them.
But man, hey, shout out to you, man. Great career. It's been a hell of a ride. You did your thing.
It's time for y'all to sit your old asses down.
I mean, it ain't his fault. They keep telling him to go in. So I mean, hey, bro, you did your thing, man. Salute to you. Hell of a career. You think he's a Hall of Famer?
I think he's killing it in his later stages. But we only got a minute left, man. I think he's killing in his later stages, but he won the Super Bowl before, so I think he will be somewhere around there. At least honorable nominee. But we thank everybody for tuning in with us. Our first time doing this show, What I Miss Sports Talk, man. Make sure y'all tap into us next week. Each and every Tuesday, 8:00 p.m., man, we give you the latest. And what we mean by the latest is the latest the fucking information comes out. You know what I mean? Information comes out on a Tuesday, you know what I mean, for the NFL. So we are the latest. coming out, man. I am your man, DJ Laylo, and that is my man, Trey Cool right there, man. This is What I Miss Sports Talk. Next week, we got my man, Lex Lou. He'll be in the building, man. We might have a couple special guests, man. Shouts to everybody that tunes in with the Speaker Leakers, man. What I Miss Sports Talk, and be on the lookout for the next updates and analysis from us. And we are out. We will see you later. Peace.